City park workers say people are creating their own trails here in Upper Bidwell Park. Action News Now's Christina Vitale shows us why this is creating a safety hazard.
The park department's goal when it comes to establishing trails is to keep the natural beauty in the park. But something like this, nature didn't make. These stairs were crafted by hand.
They've actually used a mechanical drill to drill down into the rock and break pieces off of it. That way it kind of clears the way for the trail and you don't have to climb or ride over the rock itself.
Park Ranger Dylan Bradford said trails that aren't approved by the city can pose hazards.
If you look over here on the bank here, you can see how it's starting to wash out onto the newly established trail here, and the water is pooling. I would imagine it wouldn't be too long, too many more raining seasons before this entire section of trail is completely washed out. As you can see, the bank is already falling apart and the trail is becoming more narrow.
Bradford said whoever constructed the trail used a pileup of logs and branches, but that causes another issue.
Now all this dead material is essentially built up, creating a potential fire hazard if one were to outbreak here in the park.
This bench overlooking Big Chico Creek is just another piece of the trail that hasn't been approved by the city.
It's a lovely spot to sit here and view the outdoors in Bidwell Park itself. However, again, as we've talked about, there's a process to go through as far as establishing new trails, new features.
Bradford said people can easily mistake the rogue trail as one that's been established by the city.
That's a concern, obviously, if folks like us are affecting that. Obviously, we want to be more aware of it, and so we can prevent those kind of things from happening, and just so we can continue to come out here and enjoy this environment.
I think they're out here trying to do some things to help people explore the park, but in order to do that, they need to coordinate with the Park Commission and the Parks Department so we can all build a plan together and decide where the best location is for new trails.
Reporting from South Rim in Upper Bidwell Park, Christina Vitale, Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
Park Ranger Bradford said they aren't sure who created this trail, but that it's just one of some that are still being identified in the park areas.
We're having